Extra lunch. How are you?
Are you sure you don't have Harold's shirt on? That's his color.
The what?
That's Harold's color, the shirt you're wearing. The sweater.
Wait, dude, it's a sweater.
That's Harold's color. That's Harold's color, orange.
Oh yeah, but I also got a cheap price for it.
Oh, you got half price also, huh?
Yeah. Hey, Harold,
Yeah,
you had hair.
I had hair and that horrible mustache.
You look like a hippie.
No, I was. Well, everyone in the picture had long hair. I don't know if you noticed. Everybody had long hair.
Yeah.
Everybody had mustaches.
I had mustaches like this,
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
very long sideburns up to here.
Sideburn. It was 1973. It's funny. I don't recognize many people there. I don't recognize very many people.
When I lived in England, I had my sideburns like this. Very, very long hair, black hair, of course. And everybody thought I was a Pakistani because I was living in England.
That's funny. That's funny. Well, those were the days.
Yeah. Any of your teams win, Tim Mario? Any of your teams win this week?
Japan.
Yeah.
That's your team?
Yeah. Do you see Spain? Do you see Spain?
No.
7-0 they won against Costa Rica.
Oh, boy.
Costa Rica, yeah.
Yeah, no, but 7, they were really...
That's a lot, yeah. Well, Saudi Arabia won. Who did they beat?
Huh?
Argentina.
Yeah.
The Argentina? That must be
big,
rigged. That must be fixed.
Yeah, it's fixed. Yeah, it's fixed anyhow.
Big surprises, but it always happens at the beginning of the cup. Tomorrow, Uruguay is playing with South Korea. It could be a difficult game also because they won, I think, against Brazil or against one of the big ones in the last cup. But you should have seen the Germans today. They were winning, and all of a sudden the Japanese got really going, and the Germans couldn't do nothing.
Wow. Wow, good.
Did you see Spain?
Yeah.
It says 7-0, yeah.
Unbelievable. Harold, did you see that picture I sent you?
Hilarious.
Yeah,
It's funny. Without the captions, I wouldn't know who's who. I mean, Goldfarb, I recognize, and a few other people, but I don't know who they are. Do you know the others?
No. Somebody sent that to that Bala group.
Oh. Who was head of NCSY then?
Well, Harvey Tenenbaum, Alec Cadell, you must have gone to some.
Paul Glasser I saw there. Yeah.
Huh?
I saw Paul Glasser there.
Ernie, what do you want to do tomorrow on Friday?
Tomorrow, 8 p.m.
Okay, I won't be here on Friday.
Tomorrow, Friday, we'll do 3:30.
Okay, all right.
I mean,
unless
you want to do it in the morning. I mean, I don't know what everybody's schedule is like. I mean, I'm not working.
I work on Friday.
Okay, so make it 3:30 like we did last.
3:30.
But tomorrow, you want to have it in the morning too?
No.
No, I can't do it in the morning.
You working tomorrow?
No, I'm not working tomorrow.
Okay.
Okay, so we're on Kaf Ches 28.
Mm-hmm.
We talked about, let's say, a gangster or a tax collector. You know, you can make a ned there to save yourself financial loss. But Beis Shammai says lo yiftach lo b'neder. You should not introduce the concept. If he forces you to do it, fine, but don't bring it up. But Beis Hillel, I mean, maf yiftach lo. Beis Hillel says no. You can even be poseach. Beis Shammai b'meshu madiro. you should only stay in the confines of what he tells you he wants you to make a neder. You can expand it. What does that mean? Ketsa, Armelo, and more, he tells you, koinem ishti nenesli. Make a neder that you're not going to have anor from your wife. For Omar, koinem ishti ubonai. He added his sons. Nenenli. Beishamai oimrim, ishta muter zubonav asurim. That the extra thing that you added is a real neder. But Beisil oimrim elu velu mutarim. Even if you add something, it is part and parcel of the nullification of the nedarim when it's this kind of situation. Now, one of the situations in the Mishnah was the tax collector, where to avoid paying the taxes, you could make some false neder. There's a famous halach of Shmuel that if you live in a country, you're supposed to follow the laws of the country. So how can you get away from paying taxes? We're talking about a rogue tax collector. He's not collecting what the country wants 10%, he's collecting 50%. Or somebody who just set himself up as a tax collector, he's not appointed by the government. If it was appointed by the government, you have to follow along. If you have to pay taxes according to what the government says to pay taxes. Then Shein Shel Beis HaMelech, if you say, these items belong to the king, you can say it Afal Pi Shein Shel Beis HaMelech. Heichi Nodar. So how does he do this? Amrav Oimer Yeyasru Peres Ha'olam Alai. Let me be prohibited to eat all fruits in the world im einan shel beis hamel, if they don't belong to the king. Well, kiven domer yeyasru, itzru aleh kol pered alma. But he's going to asr all fruits on himself because they don't belong to the melech. But oimer hayom, he means today. Well, idomer hayom lo makabel minei moiches. Because you declare, I'm not going to eat fruit today, the tax collector doesn't care about that. So the Gemara answers, we're talking about a case, belibo hayom, mostly bisfas of stam. He took a regular neder, but in his heart, he thought that it's only going to be for today. Even though normally that which you think in your heart does not have halachic significance, here regarding being pressured, it's different, and it allows you to be mat to the neder. That you have to stay within the confines of what he told you to make the neder. They said, take a neder that your wife is prohibited to you, and you added your son. The son is usher. You shouldn't open them up with a shvua. Beishamai wanted to tell you the din that you're allowed to be posech with a neder. It goes against our Mishnah. The Su miftach hu lo yiftach lo b'shvua. That means he says that you can't open up with a shvua, made another b'shvua, implying that if you're not poseyach, but he forces you, you're allowed to make a neder with a shvua, but not Beishamai but kol noivim chutz b'shvua. Beishamai doesn't allow you to take a shvua in this situation. So Tana Masnisin b'neder lo dicha kochan de Beishamai. The Masnisin showed you how far Beishamai goes. That lechatchila you shouldn't even be posech with a neder. Tana b'raisa b'shvua lo dicha kochan de Beis Hillel. The Brisa shows how lenient Beis Hillel is that you can even be pesech with a shvua. Ravashi Yomer Hachik Tani. This is how you have to understand the Mishnah. Beishamai Oimrim Ein she'ela b'shvua. That if you take a shvua, you can't go to a chacham to undo it. Beis Hillel Yesh she'ela b'shvua, that you can undo the shvua with she'ela l'chacham. Mishnah. I'm going to give these plantings to the base of Mikdash if they're not harvested. And there was a bad storm, and it looks like they're all gonna get destroyed. So he was magdish it if they don't get destroyed. So, or talazu korban emenas nisrefes, let's say there's a fire, and he says this garment I'm gonna give to the base of Mikdash if it doesn't burn up. So yesh lahen pidyon. The hegdish takes hold, and since you're donating it to Bedek Abayis, you can be poida it. However, if he says Arena Tiyasa Elu Korban Achi Kotzitsu, that they belong to the base of Mikdash until they're harvested, or Talazu be Korban Achi Tisraf, they should belong to the base of Mikdash until it's burnt up. So then, Ein Lahem Pidyon. They remain Kadosh because they have Kedusha Saguf, and they're not going out l'chulin through pidyon. Afraid the Gemara listening Kedusha is ve'en Kedusha. Why are we talking about pidyon? Say whether the Kedusha is chal or not chal. So I did about them is to say ve'en lam pidyon, since later on I have to talk about pidyon. Tanam Marisha is lam pidyon. So hechi noder, what kind of net did he make? Amra meimar, but oimar im einon niktzasa sayom. If they don't get harvested today, the over ayom below so the day passed, they weren't harvested. So then he says that's the net that he made. It goes to the base of Mikdash. Im kein lamalela meimar shita. But what's the big chiddush? It's like any net. Lo tzricha kagon de ikazik in the future. There's a very strong hurricane wind. He thinks that all these trees are going to break. And that's also going to be destroyed. We're talking about Kogodik Lake when there's a fire, which is a similar case to the produce. We're talking about a very big wind. And he has in mind that they're not going to be savable. And that's why he made the neder. And maybe you might think that in his heart, it really wasn't in his heart to be Magdashit. That no, even he wants to Magdashit. And therefore, it's chiddushtik that it becomes hegdish. Then I read it to you, say, Korban. So, and they don't have pidyon. So the Gemara says, Lo'ila, that they don't have pidyon forever. Amr bar Pada Pedon, if you redeem it, chayzras v'kodshais, they become hegdish again. And Padon, you do it again, chayzras v'kodshais, ad shi kotzitzu, until they actually get harvested. Niktzitzu, if they get harvested, poidin pamachas v'dayo. You only have to redeem it once, and they go out l'chulin, and that's it. Once you cut them, you don't need pidyon because they're not kodesh anymore. Okay, we're going to stop here. Have a good Thanksgiving, everybody. We'll see tomorrow, everybody at 8:00.
Same. Thank you.
Thank you.
Good night.